And without further ado, let me have Gordon Rogers walk up and a quick introduction. Gordon's been in education, he's been in technology, he's an investor, former director of the Atlanta Technology Angels, and he is now co-founder and CEO of edevate. I think you're going to be real excited about what Gordon's doing, and a good reminder to everybody that you can find something of everything here in Atlanta. Gordon?
Thank you, Steve. Everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, so what I'm going to talk about is a startup that I joined about 11 months ago called edevate. And our mission is to drive the cost of education, adult education specifically, towards zero. And our motto is kind of higher ed, lower cost. We're also known as the Pandora of education, in the sense that you can get any course, anytime, anywhere. And it also runs pretty much totally on these things, which is the way the world is going. I'm going to show you a little bit more about that. What we offer is an all-you-can-learn subscription, which gives you a universal transfer. So that's how we become known as the Pandora of education. So the market that we're after here is the pool of current and adult learners, 25 to basically 40 years old. There are 60 million of these people out there who have attended college but never graduated. And so most of these people, life gets in the way, they haven't had time to go back to school, and usually the expense of going back to school is so overwhelming, not to mention the time commitment, that they just never get around to it. But that limits their advancement opportunities in their career. Now we have this ironic situation of some of the best quality education and courses out there on the internet for free, put on by Stanford, MIT. I'm sure many of you are familiar with the term MOOC, massive open online courses. Most of them are free or very low cost. And those are being largely taken by a different demographic, mostly people who have 1 and maybe 2 degrees and usually have a very good job. The people who really need access to these resources are typically people in either dead-end jobs, underemployed, unemployed. They just don't have the resources to find them. What they end up doing is signing up for very expensive, high tuition costs, many for-profit institutions, and the dropout rate from those programs is much, much higher than a typical public college. So these folks end up with a partial degree but lots of debt. When you do go out there in the world and on the World Wide Web, you might find a number of these different MOOC providers, but they're all basically siloed. edX is a popular one that Harvard and MIT joined together to form. Udacity is another one that came out of Stanford. Coursera. Udemy is one that costs $20 to $25 per course. Very low cost, but they're all siloed in the sense that none of them talk to each other. So that's a problem if you're trying to figure out what's the best course to take, or you want to take several courses. So what we've done is build the first efficient, content-neutral marketplace, in the sense that we've assembled a database of, and essentially a search engine of over 10,000 MOOCs and free and open resource courses, and using a SaaS model, and largely based on alerts, reminders, and notifications that run on your mobile device. The problem we have, and we've seen with a lot of people, is they start a course, and if you've ever, how many have ever enrolled here in a MOOC? Anybody taking MOOCs? All right, hands up if you've finished that MOOC. See, most people, the numbers of actual completions, hundreds of thousands, out of 100,000 people that sign up, roughly 4,000 or 5,000 actually completed. That's still a big number, 4,000 people taking the course, but there's a reason, my time's up, I'm sorry. There's a reason they don't finish. So what we are doing is putting it on your device that's in your pocket all the time. So you can, if you're waiting for the bus, you can finish a module. We give you points for that completion. We give you constant rewards, reminders, jabs, get going, congratulations, here's a Chick-fil-A coupon for finishing that module, and we pull them through. And so on that basis, we are trying to move the needle on the completion rate of MOOCs and get these folks closer to actually achieving a degree or a diploma. It could be an associate's or a 4-year bachelor's degree. I will be around for questions after the session. I appreciate your attention. Thanks very much.